It's no secret that we have some creepy insects here in the Midwest and around the world. But at first glance, most people might consider this wasp to be right near the top of the list. With its slender body and long ovipositor, some will look at this wasp as a nightmare.
Folks, I'd like to introduce you to the Ichneumon Wasp.
Though it may send shivers down your spine, this insect is actually quite beneficial. The Ichneumon wasp is in the Hymenoptera order, the same order as ants, bees, and other wasps. Its family, Ichneumonidae, is actually the largest in the world, with an estimated 60,000 plus different species worldwide. Imagine Thanksgiving dinner with a family that large. Ichneumons vastly vary in size, from 1/10 of an inch all the way up to 3 inches, and that's not even including the ovipositor. Females look bigger due to the large ovipositor, which is that long, needle-like appendage on the back, and sometimes it's even longer than their body. Another thing as well, male ichneumons do not have ovipositors. Their colors can vary greatly, from yellow to brown to black, variations in between, and even the yellow and black markings of other wasps. Because there is so much variation and species can be so similar, sometimes identifying the specific species can be very difficult. These wasps are very common though, and can be found in almost every habitat here in North America.
Well, unfortunately, folks, my wasp died the day I was going to film releasing it. So we are going to pull a slight audible here, and now we're going to get some close-ups of this Ichneumon wasp. So here's this Ichneumon wasp up close. Interesting thing about these wasps is they're actually a parasitic solitary wasp. So unlike social species like our bald-faced hornet or even some of our yellow jackets, these aren't a part of large colonies and they don't aggressively defend their larvae. In fact, once they lay the eggs, they never return. Now the fact that this wasp has an ovipositor, this is clearly female. Why it looks like that? Well, this wasp is dead, but I'll also get into another reason as to why this ovipositor looks like it has 3 stingers. But fun fact, though this may look like a stinger, this is actually how this wasp lays her eggs. The other thing of interest to note, look at the size of those antennae, at least half the size of the body. Very interesting. You can see the translucent wings, the colorings and markings on this wasp. Like I said, this can greatly vary from species to species in this specific family. Very cool. Now, how this wasp hunts is very interesting. What they do is they land on trees looking for hosts. What they look for are grubs, caterpillars, larvae. In the case of the giant ichneumon, they look for horntail wasp larvae. They land on the trees, and using those antennae, they can actually pinpoint the location of where their prey is, and using that long ovipositor, they'll actually drill a hole into the tree, laying an egg either on the inside or on the exterior of the insect. That egg will hatch. That larva will then eat that host, pupate to an adult, emerge from the tree, and then continue the next generation of Ichneumon wasps. Now, As horrifying as that may sound, most Ichneumon wasps cannot sting us. And even the few that can, they typically deliver dry stings, which means their stings absent of venom. Why these wasps are considered so beneficial is because they control the populations of many destructive pests, including wood-boring insects and garden pests such as boll weevils and tomato hornworms. And the nice thing about these wasps is they typically target their prey before they can even reach the reproductive stage.
Nature has so much magnificence and beauty to it, from incredible and powerful waterfalls to jaw-dropping views. She gives us the water we drink, she provides our oxygen to breathe, and makes harmful radiation from space less harmful for us. She provides meteorological marvels that we as humans find fascinating. Mysteries that we are always working to find an answer for, and all of the cute animals and insects that we as humans adore every single day. But, for all the beauty nature contains, she's also rife with dangers. From incredibly powerful forces of nature that can erase towns, to toxic and venomous creatures capable of causing serious harm to humans. There is a large variety of venoms found in nature, from necrotic venom that will attack red blood cells, leaving lesions on the skin, to neuro and cytotoxins found in some snakes and spiders that can cause harm to humans at a cellular level. If you're not careful around some creatures, you can have a very bad day. So, how does all of this tie into a species of Ichneumon wasp? Though they're generally harmless to humans, and the role they play in the ecosystem is incredibly beneficial, species can look so similar and yet so different that just like any other animal or insect, it's best to leave these insects be. Unless you're a trained professional, it's best to not handle insects or animals at all. Insects will sting or bite in self-defense, and any untrained handling can lead to accidents. So to avoid any potential life-threatening situations, it's recommended to admire nature from a safe distance.